Hello everyone, it's Bobo the Vulture, and it's time for more Let's Play Fallout 3. So, just out of an abundance of caution, let's check out our gear here. Have some, let's see, damage reduction 16, it's in okay shape but not great shape. It's damage reduction at 27, we still have the best armor we could have. I'm gonna go ahead and equip my laser rifle, thinking that might be handy to have. And I'm going to activate the Robco production mainframe. Let's install the processor widget. A lot of lights went off, but I feel like we should maybe start messing with this mainframe after everything's come to life as fast as we possibly can. That removed a dud. That replenished our allowance. That removed a dud. That's repellent. It's gonna remove another dud for us. It's gonna remove a dud. That's gonna remove a dud. It's also gonna remove a dud. That's gonna, wow. We happen to be sort of randomly coming across, and there's at least one more down here on the bottom row. I think also removed a dud. There aren't that many words left. Actually, let's see. There's just territory, volunteer, and threatens. Okay. Alright. Glad I got this science ability. Orientation guide. Congratulations on your transferal to the position of Robot Protocol Operator. Your trusted coworkers will be the standard Protectron models stationed throughout the facility. Basic operation covers the day-to-day functionality of your coworkers as described in your training manual. Pest extermination encourages your coworkers to track and sanitize any roaches, rodents, or other undesired pests on the premises. Total liquidation removes your coworkers' humanoid safety protocols and is for use only in the unlikely event of criminal intrusion or communist attack. Robot shutdown allows you to temporarily retire your coworkers for their regular maintenance or in case of accidental liquidation commands. We trust you'll find the work simple, rewarding, and extremely safe. Enjoy!
Hostile target.
Hostile target, eh? Alright, let's power you down.
Detected.
So, out of curiosity, what happens if I initiate stress testing?
Attention. This target is now by combat zone. You may suffer up and scanning for hostiles. Target identified. Scanning for hostiles. Please leave the area.
I believe this is going to engage them.
Proceeding with search target.
I believe this is going to engage them all in robot wars.
Flee. Hostile attack. Target identified. Target A. Lawful use of deadly force is in progress. Citizens are advised to clear the area. Hostiles in area. Calculating chance of success, 20%. Multiple failures.
Heavy metal. So these guys basically are just going to run around and fight each other till there's only one remaining, and then I will know which one is the ultimate robot. I'll fix that one up and make him my friend.
Move along, please.
He'll be my robot Bombo. I don't think that you can have one of these guys as a, oh man, the conductor. Over by 2 pounds, eh? I will drink 2 dirty waters. Don't think there were a lot of other robots up on this floor actually that weren't already out of commission. Oh, there's this fellow. I guess there was a big scrum right here. It's nice to know that this robot Protectron is the strongest Protectron. You were already broken down, weren't you? No? You're new too. You son of a bitch. You deserved every bit of that. Crazy turret son of a bitch. Energy cells and more scrap metal. You better believe it, Seb. Alright. What else do we have here that we can consume? Some of this rad roach meat. Now I feel like $1,000,000. So there.
Hostile. Target identified. Please take cover until the danger has been eliminated.
Which one of you is the
Move along, please.
danger? Oh no, you created an ash pile. Don't you know what you've done? Boy. Eating rad roach meat just isn't going to do the job when I've got an extra sensor module or conductor or whatever it is I just picked up. There's an extra conductor. That's a lot of conductors. Or was it a fission battery? Gone fission with a battery. Oh man, so many heavy objects. Oh, well. This would barely help, but no, I can't even do it anyway. Wait, what if I put the Robco jumpsuit on? None of these passively increase my strength, do they? No.
Please. Area secure.
It sure is. Thank you, Protectron, for doing justice in this world, affecting change at grassroots level. Alright, what can I leave here? I don't want to leave any of these weapons, besides most of these weapons aren't going to be light enough to make much of a difference. Definitely don't want to leave this armor. This armor is valuable. I could leave behind some of this stuff, but I guess we all really know the easiest thing to do would be to drop a fission battery, but really don't wanna. I got so much scrap metal. Do I have a carton of cigarettes or just no? Alright, I will drop one fission battery. Oh, I'm never gonna see it here though. I will install it in this guy. Hey, Protectron, I have a present for you. Feel better.
Move along, please.
Alright. There's nowhere else to go.
Please. Step into the open and identify. False alarm. Standing down.
Yeah, don't come after me, bro. So yes, these guys I guess theoretically will eventually fight themselves, which would be worth big cap bucks. Oh boy. You have a big mouth, right? Not that my big mouth is what just got me into this situation, but Consume a blood pack. For no apparent reason. Gets us to the door, anyway. Lockpick skill, yes, it is used to do those things. So, let's see. This is taking quite a bit of loading to get back out into the world. There's a Mr. Gutsy hanging out over here. Oh, it's Tinker
Hello,
Joe's here.
stranger. I'm Tinker Joe, premier supplier of robotic parts and service throughout the DC wasteland.
Oh. You, tell me about, the Genius Loci being medieval European?
You might be surprised at what you can use to keep a robot working.
You have 10 caps. You've got things I would ordinarily be interested in purchasing, like scrap metal, but, I'd like to buy a robot.
I'm afraid these bots are all spoken for. I'm just delivering them now. I've got a custom Gutsy that isn't spoken for, but... Well, RL3's a bit finicky about the company he keeps, and I don't think he likes the look of you. Nothing personal, of course.
I need to get going.
Bye!
Well, that was interesting, but, stupid. Maybe he'll show up later around here and it'll be okay. Got some books I'd like to turn in, pre-war books. Get some experience and caps for that. And I should turn in all this scrap metal for even more stim packs. Look at Pip-Boy coveting Grognak the Barbarian. Thinking in his little Pip-Boy mind, speaking of Grognak in terms of love. It's kind of a creepy situation. Perhaps this is taking longer than loading ordinarily would because I have so many different processes running right now. But I don't believe that's affecting my,
Need something, friend?
Yeah, friend. Can we talk?
Welcome back.
Can we
You've been
talk?
successful in your search for books?
Yes, I have pre-war books.
Excellent. How many are you willing to trade?
Take all the books I have.
Very well. Here is your reward. Use it well, and return with more books when you can.
Sure thing. I gotta go.
Steel be with you.
And also with you. And now Fort Independence. Let's travel there. Turn in a bunch of scrap metal. It's good stuff.
If it isn't our local scavenger for hire, what have you found for us today?
Well, if it isn't, what is it?
Let's see what you...
Got some spare
It's-
parts.
How'd,
Stim packs. Spare parts.
how'd you like...
Stim packs. Spare parts.
How'd-
Stim packs.
It's... How'd you...
Spare parts. Stim packs.
It's...
Spare
How-
parts. Stim
There.
packs. Spare
It's-
parts.
How'd you like...
Stim
Here.
packs.
It's... How'd you... Here. Okay, then.
That's all for now. So, are we good? You trust me enough now?
You've definitely proven your worth. I'll make sure to tell our people on patrol that you're a friend of the Outcasts. Bye.
See you later. I'm their friend.
Don't get any ideas.
Well, they still won't let me into their little place. Their little playland.
Always good to see you. What have you brought for us? You've definitely proven your worth. I'll make sure to tell our people on patrol that you're a friend of the Outcasts.
I'll be sure to tell Police Academy 4 citizens on patrol that you are a friend of the Outcasts. Let's travel back home, everybody. It'll be fine. It'll be fine and it'll be fun. Tell you, actually, there's one thing I want to do first. And that's wash that man right out of my hair. No, that's not actually what I'm talking about. Not what I'm thinking about. What does well rested actually get you in this game? Let's remove our rads. Okay. Got some power armor and power helmets. Regular armor, power armor, and power helmets. Some radiation suits. And let's see, recon armor and recon armor helmet. Let's get that roving trader. Alright, exit. I bet I am over encumbered and can't run, but I was planning on using my incredible repair skills. So let's see. Rad resistance plus 30. So environment suit is really what you want. Oh, and it's already in perfect condition. Wasn't that nice? Well, fine. I'll just repair these two together so that they feel a little better. This combat armor still has damage resistance of 27. And this only has 20. So this combat armor is better, with the exception of the fact that it's not quite as sneaky. But I'm already a sneaky SOB, so... Let's put on this roving trader outfit. Let's open up the old cabinets here. And see. Let's put these 8 conductors away. This fire hose nozzle, fission battery. These, well no, the sensor modules. I'll hang on to them. At this point I'm not really hurting for money. I can always go out and attempt to get cash later if I really need it. Oh, and cherry bombs I guess are theoretically useful for stuff. You call quantum, not getting rid of that. Put these stealth boys away, because I'm probably not going to end up using them. I'm also going to start storing blood packs. I feel like there is a plot point where blood packs come up. I don't know that it is something that ends up being an unimportant thing. Let's see, Chinese. There's no real reason to hang on to that, is there? I've got enough. I'm actually doing well for ammo in most things. There's no real reason to hang on to the Scope 44 Magnum either, is there? The sniper rifle has its occasional uses. And I'm just not that great at hand-to-hand. Spike knuckles are probably not really doing me any favors. Combat shotgun doesn't have, well, it has slightly more punch than the Chinese assault rifle, but it has nowhere near the repeat. So let's go ahead and do all those things. And then, what is it, 6? Oh, 7. Let's sleep in a little bit, so that we get a whole 3-hour nap. Alright, let me check the status and see what... Oh, we get 10 more XP from doing things. Okay.
Good morning, sir. What can I do for you?
I like something to drink.
I'm
Alright.
an innovation from MedTech. The My First Infirmary will automatically diagnose and treat any injury you might sustain.
What about
It
ones
will
I might
also
not?
make any of the pesky rads you've accumulated in the wasteland vanish instantly.
Oh, that's
You
miraculous.
have yourself a
Have yourself a fine little day, sir. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight.
Have you seen my wife anywhere around here?
Well, no, but weren't you telling me about a custom gutsy
Take
just a
care.
couple of minutes ago? Or maybe you're saying something about the genius loci being medieval European. I don't remember. Let's get back to things here. Paul Eating never said the genius loci is medieval European. Well, I mean, he might have at some point in his life, but it was not a part of Evil Zone. That was not voice acted dialogue.
Fiddled with any interesting technology lately?
Reactivated the robots and was able to modify their programming.
Harnessing the technology of the past and modifying it for your own purposes? That's just the thing. Tell me all about how it worked out.
Once I just programming, even after programming the robots were questionable by those allies. It was robotic carnage, but I caused it, so it was the okay sort of carnage. I don't really use the strength one that much.
Well, I wouldn't have guessed you had it in you, but I suppose it worked out anyway. Of course, I'll bet it helps to pack a few pulse grenades, just in case. Here, have a few. Oh, and take my book on science. For some reason, I just can't get into the computer parts, but I've got the rest pretty much memorized.
The last part of this chapter is about researching local history, right?
Yes, Rivet Cities in particular. It's the most successful survivor settlement around, but no one here really knows how it started. Of course, that's why it's important to know how a place like that succeeded. So I need you to go there and do some researching.
What's the value of digging up history?
You mean, apart from making sure we don't repeat our tragic failures in a never-ending cavalcade of human pathos and suffering?
Never-ending cavalcade of human
Let's
pathos and
say
suffering.
a big pile of mentats.
Whoa, whoa.
I got a shipment of those in recently.
Whoa.
Do a good job, and maybe the people of Rivet City will reward you too.
Sounds reasonable.
Oh, now I can't wait for what you find out down there.
Don't work,
Check around to make sure you're hearing the real deal.
with Bill McNeil? Alright, let's see what you have for sale.
What do you need?
I need your caps, so let's do stuff that will take the money away. I guess I do have all of your ammos. Here, I'm just gonna sell those back to you. How's that? Do you have any, you have any sporks? Yeah, that's good. You got advanced radiation seeds. Combat armor, Raider Blast Master Helmet, Wasteland Settlers of Wasteland Catan. I'm going to go ahead and accept this deal and exit out.
Good hunting.
Good hunting indeed. I have to go.
Good luck with that research.
Yes, ma'am. And having done that, I should probably go drop off this roving trader outfit and get back on my merry way. Of course, what will my merry way be next time? I'm going to pretty much just have to drop this quest entirely unless I really want to go to Rivet City. The game is sort of trying to make all roads lead there. Let's go ahead and put the roving trader outfit in there. Exit. Let me get my combat armor equipped. Read this big book of science. What does that put on my stats at? Where does that leave my skills? I got some science skills, man. And yeah, no, science is my highest skill now. It has outpaced energy weapons. I'm finding more big books of science than copies of Nikola Tesla and you. Either way, I'm doing fine with those skills, so let's look at our data here. Yep, now both things are telling me to go this way. Oh, I guess I didn't reach the front door of the Anchorage Memorial. Whatever, guys. So I go to that cemetery. As I remember, there were books there, but like, yeah, no, I could go into, there's a quest that has me going to Arafu next time, or I could explore, try and figure out what's going on with Tenpenny Tower. There's Ranger Compound over there, that's right. Let's just take a look at our quests here. Accomplished Galaxy News Radio, basically. Oh, that's right. I still haven't found Brian Wilkes' father. That poor kid. I could deliver Lucy's message to Arafu. I could go into Rivet City, or I could go into Rivet City, or I could go into Rivet City. Yeah, pretty much. I either need to start exploring randomly, or if I actually want to pursue a quest, I either need to go to Rivet City and do everything, or go to these two independent little quests. Why on earth it is that I'm resisting going to Rivet City so much, well, it's anybody's guess. Actually, I would say it's very likely that the reason why is I know that that starts to kick the plot into gear. It doesn't get it all the way there, but it sort of starts rolling things along. You know, the more and more you start talking to people, the more and more you start basically tracing the footsteps of your father. And as far as we can tell right now, the only quest of the game is to find out what happened to him. It's actually something interesting about this game. Usually in these sorts of things, there's some giant quest, some sort of big threat to the world that you set out to sort of fix or right. You know, this game is old enough. You may or may not have already played it and found out if there is something like that in this game. But as of right now, in this game, our character has nothing like that they're trying to deal with. I mean, obviously it's a post-apocalyptic world and everything is terrible, and I suppose you could, in theory, just say, well, I mean, naturally you should go and try and make the world better somehow, but we don't really have a specific way to do that. We don't have a really specific goal. We don't have any really specific bad guys other than raiders and talon mercs that we're supposed to be trying to take down. Maybe I'm trying to avoid discovering those things. I feel as though finding our dad will essentially just start to make either those things appear or, we'll eventually find our dad. And the quest is, hey, find your dad. And you hug him, and that's the ending scene. I don't know. Ha. Either way, though, folks, this is Boba the Vulture, and this is Let's Play Fallout 3. And when we come back next time, I may or may not go to Rivet City. I'll find out when you do. Actually, I'll find out long before you do, because I'm recording these, and you're not watching them when I do. Bye-bye now.